girl is more than a waitress. Wherever a Harvey house appears, civilization is not far behind. You girls are the symbol and the promise of the order that is to come. This restaurant which we're opening in Sandrock is the first the town has ever had. Its success depends upon how you conduct yourselves.
Back when Fred Harvey created the Harvey Girls, being a waitress was just a cut above being a saloon girl. And a saloon girl was a prostitute as a rule.
I just want to thank you all. Oh my.
Mothers held their daughters closely and said, "Don't go." Preachers preached from pulpits, "Your women will be scarlet women." And of course, think what you did when you were 18. Did they go? You bet they did.
When I graduated from high school in 1935, there was no money. And my father said, "You're going to have to go to work." And I looked at him and I said, "Where can a young girl go to work?" I started in 1936 in Kansas City, Missouri, in the Union Station in Kansas City. It was a big Union Station. There was a lot of traffic there because there were so many trains passed through Kansas City. And it was a very, very busy place.
Well, my husband was out of work, and you know, we were supposed to be single to be a Harvey girl, and so of course I told my big lie because I needed a job, and so I left my wedding ring in the dresser drawer at home. Because in them days, it was hard for women to get work of any kind unless they'd be a maid to clean bathrooms or something, and then it was even hard to get sometimes. So we felt like we were lucky. One of the lucky ones of a small town.
When I first got to Albuquerque, when the train stopped and I looked out the window, it was wall-to-wall Indians. A few cowboys sprinkled around, but everybody was wearing Indian jewelry, Indian skirts. It was just surprising to see all that. And I was scared. I'd never seen an Indian before. The only Indians I had seen was on your Saturday afternoon matinees that you would go to for 10 cents. And I later in years found out that I was part Cherokee. So I said, what the heck, maybe one of them was even part of my family and I didn't know it.
The Alvarado Hotel was one of the exclusive hotels in town. I enjoy the people that went there. They asked a lot of questions because I was Hispanic. During World War II, the train, we called it the troop trains. They would arrive and we had tables ready, the cooks had all the food, and we would just bring the food, and they were the nicest guys I've ever met. They were very generous, and I saved my money. I was the first one in the family that opened a bank account. When my husband got out of the service, I had enough money when we came here to California to give a down payment on a house.
I'm not a Harvey girl from the East, I wasn't a Harvey girl from the Midwest and the farms. I was a Harvey girl from the Southwest. When I got to Santa Fe, New Mexico, they ran out of the white, tall blondes, the Harvey House type of Harvey girl. And they met their first Indian and the first Hispanic girl. Well, they hired him. And a railroad man came to the counter, and he refused to be served by the Hispanic woman, and the manager said, no, you go, she stays. Well, that kind of opened the door for me.
Because in them days we didn't have too much fun, you know. Times were hard, looking for work.
They didn't know what they were getting into. They'd never ridden on trains. They come off of farms. Maybe they were ex-school teachers or all this.
At first I was nervous about it, but I learned to just keep on going.
Kind of scary, not knowing anybody, you know.
Because they were pioneers that came there. They were raw products. They hadn't been trained in any way.
But the experience I had there, I don't think I'll ever forget.
So you had to do what you had to do.
There's an opportunity for all of us. We learn something every day. I know I have.